YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I'm your host TKK and we are back with another video, guys. Today's video is going to feature a partnership with the company Titan Army. As you can see, this is actually a monitor review, and this company was generous enough to send me two, and I'm interested in just checking these out. Now let me tell you, I did not even have an understanding or any knowledge as to who Titan Army is. Okay, this company or representative of the company reached out to me via social media. We talked a little bit, shot me the mission statement, talked to me about the brand and what they offer in totality. And then I say, hey, you know what? I'll check out the products. I'll create a review. I'll do it my own way. And, I'll post it. I'll let the people know what their thoughts are. So my accident was that they can send me two monitors because in the future, I plan to set this up on a specific area that, I'll share with you at a later time. We are going to get an unboxing, a brief discussion or review, and an initial impressions going right after this intro. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the unboxing. We do have some timestamps to entertain you, to get you to a specific area you might want to be. Now, this particular model of this monitor is the 2510S. Okay, it's 24.5 inch or 25 inch, if you will, and it's a QHD monitor, so 2560 by 1440p, and it has a maximum refresh rate of 240 hertz. So while you can use this on a console, you definitely will be taking the most advantage if you are PC gaming. Okay, that fast refresh rate is not something that you'll be able to enjoy, when you're doing a PlayStation or an Xbox type of deal. So let's get this thing tossed out of the box. All right, let's get this on out. We got some documentation there. And as I said, they sent me two of these. No need to open both, but make sure you like, share, and definitely subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you can check out the setup that's going to be coming in the future utilizing both of these monitors, okay? So package presentation is pretty well. The monitor itself is in two pieces of styrofoam. Let's get this all out and safe. Let me just make sure that there's no cracks or anything to it. Super light. Okay, we'll have some dimensions in the description of this video. All right, so we've got a couple of pieces here, and I just wanted to take my time and look at them all individually packaged with plastic. So this looks like it's probably going to be the base of the monitor. Let me not put anything on the actual monitor. I think right here is probably going to be the arm of it. Okay. And this looks to be, it's going to be that power brick. Let's see. Get this off camera. Let's open this up. Okay, yeah, we've got an AC power cord. It's going to connect to the brick, as well as a display port cable. Again, this is definitely going to be PC centric. And then you're going to have some documentation within this. So we've got a factory calibration report. So that's pretty awesome. This is definitely something that you get when you go to some higher end opportunities. Let me open this up just so we can get a good look at this. Give you a look there. It does come with a user manual. So again, the P2510S. Quick look at that. And then lastly, it does come with a support card. So I'll kind of leave this here for a second just so you can see what their direct website is. Now, what had me confused was where exactly I could buy this at. After I was talking to the representative, I definitely seen Amazon. And then I was very shocked to know that once I searched on like Best Buy, who's typically who I like to do my business with. I do shop with like some of the warehouse clubs too, like Sam's Club, Costco for electronics, but Best Buy is like the biggest contender, biggest game for me. You know, they actually sell some of their products, which models specifically I'm not sure to recite, but here's some contact information directly if, you know, you just wanted to reach out and see if you can get in touch with someone. All right, so the monitor base gets assembled in just a toolless orientation. So again, it's the bottom, it's gonna be the top of that. And then here's the second piece. Most monitors typically will go to the center. This one's a little bit different, but all you're gonna do is just click that on in place. Once you click that, you know it's activated. And in order for you to remove this, there's a little piece right here. You can just push it up in this direction and pull it right out. So toolless application there. Don't really appear to need much to make that connection happen. And then within the same transition, let's go ahead and just take a look at the back of the monitor. Once that is connected, let's see. I was looking for a click, but no click. So no click there, but you just push that up and all good to go. Within the same transition, let's just take a look at the back of this monitor. We do have the ports labeled. You've got that DC for power on the left. You have two HDMI ports. Pretty sure those are going to be 2.0 because this isn't 4K. And then your display port options, you're going to have two of those also, as well as audio jack there. Have to test that out. So pretty cool stuff there. Your buttons, your controls are going to be down here. I guess we could take a better look at that. All right, so as the monitor is front facing you, buttons are not actually labeled. They're not labeled on the bottom, the back, or the front. I do really think there's an opportunity here where maybe they could have offered a pre-made sticker or something of that kind to fit here, just to be able to, you know, offer you that. But they are in the instruction manual. As we can see from left to right, we do have all the different options. We've got the menu, which is going to be the first button. You've got up, down, it's going to be left and then right. And, you know, the rest of your configurations are all going to be here to exit for power, and then for the LED indicator to probably tell you if it's on or if it's active. If you want to remove the monitor from the included base or the base that you put together, there's a button that's right here in the area where my finger is touching. You push that and then you just lift the monitor up. Speaking of that, the monitor does have some tilting functionality. So you can go that far back. That much has been discussed into the manual, and then does look to have a matte screen aesthetic, which personally, in my opinion, works to be best for gaming. I mean, if you're going to be using this to game, you're trying to fight as much light as possible, and as you can see, it's just kind of a void as the camera is looking right into this monitor. You're not seeing much at all. So that's a pretty good representation there. As far as the other aesthetics, you've got Titan Army right here. This is in green. This is not like illuminated or anything. At least I don't believe it is. We'll turn this on and then we'll see. Doesn't feel like a sticker, but just feel like it's kind of just engraved there some kind of way. So looks very Xbox like. So, you know, maybe if you've got a Series X or Series S, I don't know, you get into matching the aesthetics. But overall, the monitor looks pretty good. I think it's attractive, and excited to see what this thing can do. So let's go ahead and get it powered up and check it out. Okay, let's lock in this initial impressions. Let's power this thing on. This is where having the, okay, so you get some illumination on the screen. You got the logo, Titan Army. Okay, and looks like we got a language selection. I think left. Okay, great. So English, yes, confirm. Okay. So now we have the gaming PC on here. This is a rig that has an RTX 4090, right? Things look pretty good out the box. Now, listen, you know, let's just talk about this. Now, I'm a person that is familiar with playing with a lot of higher end displays, a lot of large displays. Again, behind us, we've got a 77-inch screen. I'm not going to say the name, want to keep the promotion to this. specifically, but you know, we got a 77-inch there. So anything this small, right? Definitely want to be closer. The ideal is you're closer to this. This is 25-inch, and you got super tight pixels. This is really, really good. I have used monitors that are 24-inch. I had back in the day a 1080p Asus that was 240 hertz, and believe it or not, I could see the pixelation. So I truly believe that for 25-inch, 24-inch, if you can get a QHD, it's the sweet spot in terms of being able to, you know, see them, get the best bang for buck in terms of the performance, right? I think QHD does a great job. And then again, not having to have such a strong PC is definitely gonna, you know, put you in a position where you can push those pixels and then maybe max out that refresh rate, especially with like deep learning super sample being something that you can use with NVIDIA graphics cards. I digress. So far, it looks good on just the initial impressions. All right, so before we play some games, the most important thing to me is just making sure this refresh rate is on point. And I can tell right now we are probably, if I had to guess, maybe 60 hertz. So let's just go ahead and take a look and see. Let's go to NVIDIA control panel. Yep. So we're down. We're 2560 by 1440 native at 60 hertz. And we've got all these different options. We got 240 hertz, 165 hertz, 144, 120, and 60 hertz. So definitely settle on that 240 hertz. So there's nothing you have to do at the monitor level. It's all controlled software from this perspective. And yes, we are butter smooth, very fluid. That looks good in terms of, you know, me being able to move. By the way, this is being shot in 4K, 60 frames per second. For whatever that is worth. Let's get some games loaded. All right, so let's take a look at some Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, okay? I chose this game because it looks pretty good in my opinion. Now, I cranked the internal resolution modifier all the way up to like 200% because this game is running in QH, this monitor is QHD, so that's the max you can do here. So that's one thing to be conscious of, okay? I am going to inspect it to see if I'm having any type of, you know, inconsistencies with the frame rate, what have you. But we're just going to get this going. This is the Frieza saga or the Frieza story. Not a game I play, so, you know, I'm well versed with Dragon Ball in all totality, but this game I'm not so much. So what I do want to say is that, you know, obviously this monitor is, and we talked about it having like a matte screen finish, okay? So you got to be conscious of if you've got lights on, the way that the screen will reflect the lights. Could possibly create more of a milky black, right? So black levels, not gonna always be the best. And I might get myself killed, but talking point is more important here while giving you some visuals. So that's one thing, right? We see that with the S95D, you know, we'll talk about that. That's the most biggest opportunity, I think, with any type of matte screen. You're also not getting any high dynamic range with this monitor. I believe there to be some options out there that will offer you HDR with QHD. Again, judge me if you will, but I just want to get some mobility with this. So you don't have high dynamic range. So about the most you can do with most of these games is setting SDR brightness up, right? But it looks good. You know, I have to tell you that. You know, I'm sitting, I got you guys maybe 3 feet from the screen. I wanted to make sure we got as much screen on this shot as possible. And I am sitting about another 3 feet away. So I'll say I'm about 6 feet from the screen, and it looks pretty good, okay? Doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it looks good. A 25-inch QHD, you know, I'm not seeing any pixels. That's the biggest thing, you know? And I'm able to, you know, possibly get more settings, more mods, things of that sort is what you got to be conscious of if you're doing any PC gaming. I don't want to try to even do anything with Krillin here because I don't want to ruin any story for anybody. Yeah, but it looks good. The colors look nice, and this is out of the box. I'm not in a position right now where I feel I need to go deep dive into settings with this. I would be pleased with this. This monitor and everything that it's had to offer. Now, there's no sound to this thing, no speakers. The audio that we are hearing, though faint, are coming from the speakers that are connected to the PC. because all I did was just remove the HDMI from the 77-inch display that the PC is on and plug in the display port. So no speakers here. So obviously you want to plan out your build. If you're doing this, you can go in and get yourself something external, or just let the audio rock from your PC like I'm doing, or you can plug the headphones up if that's what you'd like to do. But all in all, quality of build and everything, what I'm seeing, it just looks pretty good. All right, so let's wrap up this with some conclusions, and these talking points are going to be very important, okay? So initial impressions, pretty good option. I didn't pay for this. I mean, be honest with that. And again, I do have 2 of these. So I'd encourage you again, implore you actually to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. And in the future, you know, I'm in between a move right now. Once I do get settled, this monitor, along with the second one of the same monitor, will immediately be used in a main setup that I'll have, right? So there'll be some more follow-up content with this for us to discuss further what my thoughts are with it and how I'll be utilizing this thing, okay? But initial impressions, I do think it's a pretty solid monitor. It's been a while since I have not used a flagship monitor. This is definitely not that. Even the price point of this, which, check the description, I'm gonna have some links there for you. I don't want to quote price and then it'd be something where the price that I'm quoting now is not being retained. The description is going to have some helpful information there for you to get the best price points and to also be able to see where you can purchase this monitor, okay? And if you felt like, you know, you're not getting the best price point, feel free to utilize that information that I shared earlier, and I'll share again right here, okay? To reach out to them. And from there, you can always tell them, share this video and let them know, hey, look, I checked your video out from TKK, and he told me to reach out to you and see what we can do in terms of price. But I typically, you know, go after a more flagship approach. When I was given the opportunity to try this out, though, I immediately knew how I'll be using it. And again, all I can do is say to check back with the channel. Maybe in a couple of weeks, we'll be featuring this monitor again with the other one too. But pretty good stuff here, man. I mean, the build quality is pretty standard stuff. Yeah, I would definitely encourage you to maybe get a desk mount of some kind, just so you can have it off the table. It's a little bit wiggly, right? Doesn't really lock into place very well. And then the other opportunity, if that were to be a con, I guess would be when you're looking at your buttons, right? If they maybe giving you some kind of a sticker, you know, something to, you know, just visually tell you, hey, look, this is what you're pressing. I think that would be helpful. While they do have it in the instruction manual, you may forget the instruction manual. You may toss it. You may not want to always go in, gravitate towards seeing that in order for you to know what you're pressing. But if you make the investment to get this, I guess that if you're using this as a regular daily driver of a monitor, then you will be familiar with the buttons. But I definitely would recommend it. Like I said, link in the description for you to check best price opportunities. And if you do happen to get it, come back to this and let me know what your thoughts were. I appreciate you guys tuning into this, and I hope to catch you on my next video. Peace, God bless, and as I always say, max love.